Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the Mountaineers and a fan base that has been, shall we say, preparing since early in the morning for the battle we have in store. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the UTSA Roadrunners taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Parker. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
All right, here we go. Holding. Holding. First play. Illegal block in the back.
From inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving.
That would have been great.
A little bit of running room on that return. So the UTSA Roadrunners offense will get the first possession of the game. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence.
Stadium pulse.
The receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses too, because he can take the top off quick.
It's McCown. He's going to throw deep right side.
Like your man covering, you're pressing on a 98 speed wide receiver. The Heisman Trophy candidate.
Coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better.
I wasn't even going to go there. I was going to go for the slant, but they came out and pressed.
Explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So West Virginia's offense will have its first possession of the game. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these two star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these two dudes on the field. They're two of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. They're like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Chucked it away just as he
no flag?
That pass is in.
That would have been a flag on me. Intentional grounding.
Wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
There's a live football. Oh, the offense ought to go by a lot.
Sorry, Gift for being cute.
That ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it.
What a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
Illegal man downfield. Holding.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on
Let the
second
kids
down.
play, coach.
Back to throw.
Let the kids play, coach.
Unloads to the wideout.
Oh, come
And
on.
they're not on the same page there. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little.
Yeah, look, they call a flag on me, but they didn't call a flag on him. This is gay as heck. The intentional of these nuts.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Roadrunners decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ward. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Caught near the sideline, it's Johnson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting a sack.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your play. Really good drive together.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Oh, no, bro.
Here's the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Now on 2nd down. misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get to it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Fires left. Makes the grab. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires.
I don't get it.
At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Congratulations, West Virginia.
What it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up for the PAT.
Time to let the dogs out.
Splits those uprights right in half. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. USC has just had no answers today. You should see what the Trojan greats are saying on social media right now. Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, talk about not safe for work.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Coming after him. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
No, come on. I'm throwing it before he's even past the line of scrimmage. Freaking gay. Okay, yeah, he can't hear me. He's right next to me.
They're going for it inside their own 30. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Lost one deep down the right side. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the ball is picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Split backs here. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Looking for an open area to his left. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after.
To throw, it's McCown. He'll pull it down. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. He's looking to throw it.
No way, I'm floating it, and he's throwing a bullet.
And they'll close in after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play.
I swear, bro, if I ever see an EA developer, I'm slapping him.
Back ready to dive into that playbook. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly.
Look at
after
that.
the
He caught that. He caught that.
First play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy
Michael
looks
Vick.
and let him get loud.
He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get going. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this round.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom fifth.
Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And Reese, listen, we already know. He already threw the interception in the last drive. We got to get this together. This is a couple bad plays that we put together now. If I'm an OC, I'm going to make this simple. Maybe I run the football. Maybe I get him a screen. Something easy maybe to get him a little bit back in a rhythm.
And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on.
Just digging a hole.
Officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it.
Just digging me a hole here.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. Move the chains with that completion now on 1st down. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
Unloads to the right. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Interception.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
He'll start this drive firing. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Second down coming up. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession.
Walter White. Let's go, kid.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Hike the ball, dude.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a second down play. He'll keep it himself. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quarterback checking off. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lost one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Shoots it to the left. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
Hey, at this point of the game, fourth and short, no problem going for it. Fourth and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Getting some heat. Fires deep toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Morgantown. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mountaineer Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Roadrunners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you get that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Still on his feet at the 45. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Can't find his man as he took a shot. They go to the ground. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass.
Come on, bro.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. They'll go to the ground. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the
Two
rest,
big
right?
third down conversions.
Where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
White wants to throw it. Makes his connection. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long, putting them in a great position to be successful.
Touch pass on the run. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around that side.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Throws for the tight end. He's got it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UTSA. On to attempt the try. And with the down a touchdown, 21-14. So a drive there of 82 yards. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Down West Virginia.
Come on, freaking Gaylord. Hike the ball. He's not going to hike it. He's going to run the clock out.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He'll try the left side. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And they get the sack right out of the gate.
When it's a play action,
3rd and 17.
He really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Still running at the 35. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Roadrunners are in the red zone. White going to attack through the air. They'll run the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for this offense. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he knows for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final.
And the returner will be brought down. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Never seems to take the big hit, finds enough room to get to the 29.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Handoff to the single running back. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Pocket starts to collapse. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking.
Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The run to the left. And he's almost to that first down mark. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll do it himself. And the Roadrunners brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
In an offense, if you're going to be successful running the ball, and I don't care who it is carrying it, you've got to have receivers that are willing to block. You've got to have guys that are willing to get involved. How about the receiver here on the stock block going and picking off that safety?
This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. A first down run on the doorstep. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Pushes ahead.
Man, they knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and see.
And he did make that extra point with the treacherous footing. They'll need to be very sound here. Limit this return and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
It's now third down.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Out of the shotgun on third down. They're bringing heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on the quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. He's looking to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to third down. We need to go for it on fourth down. This offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, we're in the fourth quarter. Everybody's tired, but these big fellas up front, they are still going to work. I know the ball was incomplete, but all day throw that.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. Ball's incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the part each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.